Hey, Eshin here. Before we get started, please like and subscribe and follow my Twitter and join my Discord, links in the description below. Today, we finally had patch 2.0 officially announced. They've only shared with us the items that are free. We have yet to have gotten the news on what the paid DLC is, but that will be announced next week. They are likely to arrive on the same day. There was a typo where it said that the patch would come the 21st. It's actually the 28th. So on the 28th will be the free update and just a prediction, but also the paid DLC. The first of the items to be released is the Predator 2 City Hunter Combi Stick skin. I see nothing wrong with this. It's just a skin, and it wasn't promised to be an exclusive. Hopefully they'll fix the bug, but not too bad. Not too exciting either. The next thing they are releasing is the wrist launcher is now free, but the City Hunter isn't. So what this could mean is the City Hunter might not have it locked anymore. It could still be, but might not. So this means more customization for the City Hunter. But also on top of that, our other Predators are also going to have this. So how's that going to work? There's two ways it could work. Either we'll integrate into our basic wrist computer, which would be amazing because that means they could do the same for the net gun. Like, I've always been more of a fan of the AVP net gun rather than the Predator 2 net gun. I just haven't been a fan of the design that much. I much prefer it naturally being inside the wrist computer. Not to mention that if they release more weapons and gear that goes inside your wrist computer, you could do a Predator roleplay of that where you only have your items inside your wrist computer, which would be really cool. Another alternative is that they release this and it changes the cosmetics based on what gear you have. In all honesty, I want both of these to be true, because they both be amazing. Your gear will actually affect how your Predator will look. Now again, this is just theory, not confirmed. But that'd be amazing. Imagine having a quiver on your back when you're using the bow. Or imagine having a smart disc sheath, just like the City Hunter. Imagine having an Elder Sword sheath. Or having the Kobe stick just sit on your back. That'd be amazing. But that's just speculation. The next item we have is an assault rifle. It's called the OWLF assault rifle, but we don't know if that's just a code name or if that's its actual in-game name. So we know nothing. Personally, I like the bullpup design. It's my favorite. But we have nothing to actually go off of, other than maybe that the iron sights don't appear to be that good from what we can see. The next item is a UAV scan, so it's only a matter of time before we get a nuke. So basically the way I imagine this works, you activate it, and it will sweep the area for all AI, and the Predator, only if he's uncloaked though. Like, I don't imagine this actually revealing a cloaked Predator, that'd be too strong. But an uncloaked Predator would be fine, and it would unmark them as soon as they enter invisibility, so you could just flash that on and off. It could be that it just reveals them on the radar, Call of Duty style, but I imagine it actually tagging them so you can see them through walls like normal. Next item is a decloaking grenade. Now, a lot of people are complaining about this because the Predators are easy to find, which I totally agree with, but I don't think this is really going to be a big deal because, A, Predators are already easy to find. At this point, this is just going to make a meme. Second of all, you're not likely to actually hit the Predator with this when he's on the move, which is the main problem. He's too easy to track with invisibility. And when he's standing still, not always, but the majority of the time I find it to be because you're camping a fireteam member. And in that case, I call fair game on this. As someone who loves playing as Predator, I call fair game on that. There's very little you can do other than actually tracing the noises they have. Which, even then, for someone less experienced, that may be hard. So this will help the casuals get a leg up on the Predators, help them up a bit without really ruining the meta at the higher ups. Not to mention, this is going to be hard to land. Like, it's not a guarantee that you'll hit them. You could throw it one direction, but nope, Predator wasn't there. And then there's also the cook time. If it doesn't have a cook time, then you could just leap away from it. So if anything, it just flushes you out like a normal frag grenade, but maybe this doesn't have the same amount of perk points required, or maybe it has the same amount but has a larger radius. The last item that we're getting this update that we know of so far is the auto-healing syringe. A lot of people are complaining about this because it's an auto-revive, but we don't really know the numbers yet, again. Like, auto-revive is handled a lot differently in different places. Like, in Rogue Company, which is a recent game, they have a character that auto-revives. It's just as fast as a regular revive. But in Apex Legends, it's a lot longer to do that game's auto-revive. So there's a balance between it, and there's also animations. In Rogue Company, again, the auto-revive in that game, it doesn't really look different from just a random person crawling on the ground. But in Apex Legends, there is a distinct difference between them. You can definitely tell when someone's auto-reviving. So again, it depends. Like, I think most people are assuming there's no animation difference. You're just lying there, and it takes the same amount of time as a regular revive, and then you just get up all of a sudden. I don't really think that's going to be the case. And even then, like, the animation, if there is one, that's going to be your cue to Plasma Thirst them. We do have some info on September's update, however. As you can see, the paid DLC is a Fireteam member. You can clearly tell that's not a Yaoja. But the free update is a map. Finally! Even as an Ilphonic Defender, I've been starting to get tired of this. This is really good. It's not that I disagree with you guys that this game needs work, I just don't think Ilphonic needs the hate. But back to the map. It appears to be very cave-based. I think that, besides a very small part, that this is going to be entirely cave systems. Imagine rappelling through a hole in a roof of a cave. That'd be amazing, and this totally makes sense because new assets would take way too long to create, especially since we're getting a jungle map 5 months into the game. That's a long time to wait for a map, let alone a map with new assets. Not to mention, this is a way to give us a new biome without having to create new assets. They already have rock assets. But of course that is just a theory. Now, going away from any official information, the rest of this video is leaks. If you don't want to see any of that or hear it, go ahead and leave. The map is called Excavation, but that is only a leak name. We do not know that is this map in particular, but it is a good guess considering that it's a cave system. We do have a new leaked map, however, it doesn't really appear to be the same map. So this could be it, could not be it. We don't really know yet. And the Fireteam member for September's update is Dutch87. It's pretty obvious it's been leaked. We don't know when we would get it, but considering the silhouette, it's pretty obvious that that's the 1987 version of the Hammerhead we have now, and that's an older Dutch. There's a picture of him in that exact same pose. Now, for this month's paid DLC, I haven't seen the leaks myself, but I do believe that Mike Harrigan, Danny Glover, was leaked for this month's DLC. So, well, not this month's DLC in particular. He was leaked, and I believe it's going to be this month. City Hunter, Mike Harrigan, makes sense. that's going to be it for this video. Please let me know what your thoughts and opinions in the comment below, and I will see you guys in the hunting grounds.